So I talk a lot about content marketing or building content on your blog to attract the right kind of reader. I'm going to show you an example of one thing that I've been working on. It's a pretty big project that involves 140 authors. This is a young adult summer scavenger hunt. I've seen scavenger hunts being done by other author groups, especially in the young adult space. They're kind of like a fun online activity. I don't think they've always been, they're a lot of fun, but I don't think they've always been used well for traffic the way that I think they should be. So I've tried to make one that was very easy for participating authors to support, but also that would give us all a huge boost in traffic and visibility. So the way this basically works is I have a group, the Young Adult Authors Alliance on Facebook, which has a lot of authors. So when I want to do projects like this, it's really easy to just say who wants to be in, and then I take the first, in this case, 140. In future, because this is the first time I kind of let everybody in, in the future I would be more careful going through and checking everybody's websites to make sure that they're all well designed and they have other good books, because I want to be associated with high quality authors. But also I would want to check their site authority. So if you are trying to get links from other sites, you should check. You can Google their tools for checking site authority. For example, Creativity I think is like a 40 out of 100, which is pretty good. A lot of author sites are less. Usually author sites, especially new ones, they may have a authority of like 1 or 2 because they don't have any links yet. You get links to your content by having really good content and building relationships. So this is kind of a mix, but I basically just got 140 other young adult authors, added them to this big list. This is some of the graphics that I made. So the way that readers, like when I share this to my readers, they will just need to come to this page, click through everybody's links, and find a special word. And then they'll put all of those special words together. There's instructions on this page. These links should be a little bit bigger, but once they've put together their special words, then they would click to enter the giveaway. And I also make sure, well, I'll show you here on the next page. So this is a giveaway I set up with Gleam. Gleam has some advantages in that Gleam lets you add more things. So for example, I'm also doing a BookBub follow with Gleam. So we could all promote it, and the readers of all of our readers could come and follow each author individually on BookBub, because you can add a lot of different things here. So there could be like 50 different authors, and they would just go through and click every one, and they'd get 10 points for following every author. It's good if you want to do like a lot of multiple entries. Gleam is a good option. And then I'll usually do something where I'll say, here are the rules, make sure you read the rules and find the treasure map. So this links back to the site that I was just on, which I forgot to say, this is a community site. So this isn't the site that I made for my own fiction. This is a community young adult site, which means all of my other young adult author friends can sign up to post content. So because there's more of us posting young adult content, we'll build up the traffic a lot more quickly. Also because we'll all be linking to the traffic. We haven't really focused on building this yet, so I'm going to start doing some activities like this because it's really going to help out with traffic a lot. Anyway, so this is the giveaway I set up. There's 3 ways to enter. They can share this giveaway with friends, they can sign up to the newsletter, and they can complete the secret story. So this is the main grand prize where they'll win 500 Amazon credit. And because I couldn't, with Gleam, there was no way for them to put in, you could write an answer, but it was limited to 25 characters. So to write in a story that has 140 words, I needed to use a Google form. So there's a lot of steps, but I think most readers will be able to figure it out. They have to go to this Google form. I'm not as comfortable using Google Forms, but the one I set up looks okay. Basically, they just type in their email, and then they'll copy and paste the secret story below. So they would have gone through. I should actually have some more instructions on this page, just in case they got to this step too early. But there are instructions. If they're confused, they can go back to the original one and read the directions a little more carefully. Basically, they just go through each author's website on the right day. This hasn't started yet, so all the authors will start to promote on the same day. Each author will have their own post. They will be offering their own prizes or giveaways or free books so that readers can also discover lots of new prizes or Amazon credit or free books by going through and looking at everybody's websites. So it's more than just the grand prize. Otherwise, this would be kind of a pain in the ass to go through 140 authors' websites, um, even though it's a big prize of like 500 Amazon credit. But the added bonus is that each of these authors will have something to try to get readers onto their list. So they'll want to have a really good offer or give away a prize so that while the traffic is there getting the special keyword, they also have the chance to get them to sign up to their own lists. This is a pretty good offer. It didn't take me that long to set up. This is a lot of value for all of the authors involved because we'll all be sending a lot of traffic. They should see a pretty massive boost in traffic. And I asked some giveaways, like some scavenger hunts, they only link to the one before them or the one after them. I did it this way with this big map so that every participating author will post the rules and they'll post these 140 links on their sites, which means we're kind of creating a network of links between all of our sites. That'll be really good long-term traffic for all of us. It'll boost our search engine results for our other content. And I just think it's an easier way to organize it. So everybody just posts the same content and then they'll post one time with their special keyword and their special offer for the traffic on the day of the scavenger hunt. This will be open probably for like 5 days, and then we'll shut it down. Anyway, this is an example of something that you could be organizing. You want to be the organizer of things like this in your genre. It's a way for you to provide value to your genre and to other authors. You want to be organizing things like this is to my community site, but by hosting this kind of activity, I'll be getting lots of links and shares to this site and to this page from other relevant blogs. So blogs that are also about young adult topics. So it's good for Google to see that I'm getting a lot of links from relevant places. You can also do something easy like you give away 10 or 20 authors who are writing in the same genre, do a joint giveaway. And if you organize that and you host that on your site, that's good for all the authors involved, and you get the boost to your own website because everybody's really sharing your post. So you get a bunch of links, you get some extra traffic. It's good to be the host or the organizer, but you want to be making sure that you're providing value. So this is easier for me to do because I built a community of young adult authors, and also because I built a community of young adult readers. So my young adult readers list is pretty big, so I can start driving a lot of traffic. Also, I'm the one offering the $500 main prize, and I'll also spend some money on advertising. So this is like none of this stuff is directly book marketing. None of this stuff will sell my books. I should have, since I'm going to be driving a lot of traffic to this page, I should have something up here on the top of the sidebar to try to get some of the traffic to my list. I think for the giveaway to function, they'll have to sign up to a list, but I won't really use that for like personal marketing. That's kind of a list that we're using for the scavenger hunt. But I could add a list just for the Wyatt bookshelf. Like if you want free books, then you should sign up here. I should make sure I have something like that that's active before all the traffic starts coming in. But mainly, like, because I'm on this list anyway, when people arrive on my site, I'll have a special offer and a special giveaway to try to catch as much of that traffic as possible. So like they'll land on the site and I'll say thanks, welcome, and make sure you sign up for this to win some other big awesome prize. I'll try to make it something that's truly attractive and gets their attention. Anyway, so that's one of the projects I'm working on. After this project, later in the year, I'm going to do something similar, but I'm going to organize, I think I'm going to try to organize a, an awards kind of contest or ceremony for young adult. There are some young adult awards, but there aren't many. And I saw something recently that was kind of like, it was kind of like a writing contest, but the award was, you get, like the main judges were 10 big bloggers in the genre, and the winners got featured on those 10 genre-specific blog posts. I think that'd be pretty easy for me to set up with my contacts, where I just find, 10 of the biggest booktubers or young adult bloggers and ask them to be the finalists, or the final panel for the judges. And I can just start, probably I would have it free, because I wouldn't really, there are some writing contests that are really run for profit as businesses, so they get like 1,000 authors to enter for $50, and they make $50,000, and then they give out, you know, 5 or 10,000 in prize money to the winners. Um, I don't really want to operate that kind of business, but I'd like to have a free young adult writing awards contest where people could sign up or enter their book for free, and then the prize would be they get featured on these really epic, high traffic blogs or by big reviewers or big booktubers or something. So that's probably something I'm going to do that will also bring in a lot of traffic towards the end of the year. And really, like, you can do 2 of these a year and get tons of traffic and links. You don't need to be posting lots of low-level content like every week to have a successful blog. You need to be doing a couple of really big things that get lots of shares and lots of links and traffic that are big enough that like exciting enough that people share because they because it's awesome, because it's not just about you, it's not promotional, you're not trying to just build traffic, you're giving value to the community by building something new that sustains or improves or benefits lots of other authors or readers. So I hope this video helps a little bit to show you kind of some of the projects that I'm working on.